We just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to talk about Gareth Edwards' success. Yes. So, from Godzilla to Star Wars. Well, first of all, I gotta say, that's a big leap. You know, 1 year you go, a couple years back, you do your monsters on a very small budget. You get hired to do a project that, look, let's face it, no director would have taken. No director would have taken that project. He took it as an opportunity not only to do something he loved, but as a challenge to showcase his directing skills. And while there may be a lot of incompetent kaiju fans out there who just don't know what some of the other Godzilla movies, and I'm saying, and straight up incompetent. I say what you will. I'm not, I know what I said, incompetent. Even though there might be a lot of kaiju fans out there, incompetent ones, who think they didn't see enough Godzilla without realizing that most Toho films are very much have that formula of showing very little Godzilla, he did it in such a way that he was pleasing the general audience. He was not making this for us. However, I enjoyed what he did. He brought Godzilla back onto the map in a different way than anyone ever could. No one would have taken this project. He took it, he made it his own, and now he's reaping the rewards. And you know what? Congratulations to him. Now, many media outlets have been discussing this all day. I've seen already 3 or 4 websites talking about not only Gareth doing a Star Wars movie in 2016, and from what I understand, it's supposed to be a spin-off. So it's not part of the trilogy that Abrams is doing, but it is part of that universe. He's going to be doing this movie before he does the next Godzilla movie. So looks like we're actually going to probably see the next Godzilla movie 2018, late 2018, possibly early 2019. Yeah, that's a long ways away. That's a long ways away. But that's how it is. That's the business. Now, whether or not he's already contracted to do the Godzilla trilogy, which, by the way, that's another piece of news coming out of these articles, is that it's officially a trilogy now. I haven't heard any confirmation from Legendary, but there was Thomas Tull in the article did say that they were going to work on a second one, and it was already understood that Gareth would do another movie before he would work on the second Godzilla. So, if nothing else, we're at least getting a second one, but it sounds like a trilogy's at work. And you know what? Let's be honest. I mean, that is no surprise. That's pretty much the formula now for Hollywood, like it or hate it. That's just how it is. You have a successful film, you move on to make it a franchise. And, I mean, let's face it, if we were all in that position, I mean, we're people out there to make money. If it's making money for them, why should they stop doing it? So I'm excited. I mean, it's fun to see a director who started. It's fun to see him from his beginnings up to this point. And it's going to be exciting to see exactly how Gareth evolves over time, because like I've said, the Godzilla movie is flawed. It's not perfect. So now, as time progresses and he gets more experiences on these big budgets, how will he improve? How will he evolve? Because some directors don't evolve or improve. M. Night Shyamalan is a perfect example. He did some great work in The Sixth Sense, and some people liked Unbreakable a good deal, but I don't feel he ever evolved. I don't feel he ever improved from what he did. So it'll be interesting to see if Gareth does that. Now, in terms of the Godzilla trilogy, I'm going to share my opinion on this whole thing, because I know a lot of people are wondering, is there going to be Toho monsters? Is there going to be Muto monsters? Honestly, as much as I would like to see some of my favorite Godzilla universe monsters redesigned, I think I'm okay. I think I'm perfectly content with their design. I really am. I was very impressed with the Muto design. I was very excited to see them. Many of you know that was the #1 thing I wanted to see throughout this whole journey leading up to the movie. And I was not disappointed. I thought they looked fantastic. I think if it's worth it to Legendary to invest in buying the rights to another monster or two, then they'll do it. I don't think you're going to get a lot of them, because these monsters don't come cheap. I think if you get another movie or multiple monsters in the next movie or in this trilogy, you might get 1 or 2 Toho monsters if they decide to try and buy the rights. I don't think they're going to buy the lot. There's just some monsters that wouldn't work. I also think that story-wise, I think if Serizawa is planned for this trilogy, I think all monsters, be them original creations by Legendary and their team, or if they do decide to bring in 1 or 2 Toho monsters, I think all the monsters are going to fall under the Muto tag. What I think is going to happen is, once the human race realizes that the world is full of Muto, sinkholes, we never got into sinkholes in the movie, remember that? So I think some of what Gareth showed us early in the marketing with the sinkholes and stuff like that, I think that's going to start to play a role maybe in the future. Because remember, he said he had many ideas that he wanted to do for this movie. I think all the monsters are going to fall under the Muto tag. Look at this. I'm like speculating, and the movie's probably not out for 4 years from now. But I'm just sharing my ideas because some people did ask me what I thought. So I think you'll get if they get a Toho monster, if they decide to back the truck up and pick up a monster or two, I think you'll get all monsters, not Godzilla, will fall under the Godzilla tag. Muto tag. And then, because there's so many of them, they will all be given designations. They will all be under like a faction called Muto, but they'll have their own designation. And I think if, let's say, for example, if someone like Ghidorah gets into the series, I think you'll have Serizawa giving these unique names, like Ghidorah. I don't think you'll hear an American or anybody else come up with these names for these monsters. But I also think they'll try and find a definition. So, Ghidorah, as far as I know, is just a name. I've never heard of him defined. If there's a certain reason for that name. I mean, one movie he's a space monster, another movie he's a deity. So it'll be interesting to see how. But that's just my thought. I mean, I'm not. Who knows? We're like 4 years away from this movie. It doesn't look like we're gonna get it in 2016, but nonetheless, we're getting it, and that's the most important thing. So, yeah. Exciting news. Congratulations to Gareth. I think he deserves it. He did a fantastic job. While he may have lost some of the hardcore, I don't even want to say hardcore, because if they were hardcore, they'd appreciate it more. But he lost some Johnny-come-lately fans who are complaining about how much they see Godzilla. But you know what? Those are probably the ones you want to lose. He's kept the core fans, and he's also adopted the general audience and reintroduced them to Godzilla on a different level, and it shows. The numbers show that. So let's see how it does at the box office this weekend. I do not expect it to beat X-Men, but I would like to see it do a good second weekend. Hopefully somewhere between 30 and 40, and then just get to that 200 to 250 million threshold. And I think that'll be a good start. That'll be a good start. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. This is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page. You're watching ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to talk about Gareth Edwards' success. Yes. So, from Godzilla to Star Wars. Well, first of all, I got to say, that's a big leap. 1 year you go, a couple of years back, you do your monsters on a very small budget. You get hired to do a project that, look, let's face it, no director would have taken. No director would have taken that project. He took it as an opportunity not only to do something he loved, but as a challenge to showcase his directing skills. And while there may be a lot of incompetent kaiju fans out there who just don't know what some of the other Godzilla movies, and I'm saying, and straight up incompetent. I say what you will. I'm not, I know what I said, incompetent. Even though there might be a lot of kaiju fans out there, incompetent ones, who think they didn't see enough Godzilla without realizing that most Toho